Hello and how's it going, everyone? It is Skullzi here with the latest Bethesda news. Fair warning, I live in magical plane world today. Literally every 30 seconds a plane flies over my house, so I'm not sure if I live in GTA Online and a griefer is about ready to ruin my day, or if maybe someone is just practicing flying, which I guess would be the more realistic estimation. However, you might hear the occasional plane fly over my house. I've been waiting an hour for this plane to figure out what it's going to do, and it's still up there somehow, so I don't exactly know what's going on. But in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the latest and most recent trending Bethesda news, except we're going to be focusing on one particular thing in today's video instead of the usual Bethesda news roundup where I talk about multiple different things. And this topic isn't directly related to Bethesda, however, it does have to do with the most recent Fallout New Vegas mod, The Frontier. If you're not familiar with this mod is like one of the most anticipated and hyped mods in Bethesda modding history, and it actually was so hyped and anticipated that when the mod was actually available for download over on the Nexus mod website, Nexus actually was down for quite some time because the website couldn't handle all the traffic and stuff from people going to the Nexus to download this mod. So that should explain just how hyped and big this mod is, and the mod has mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people don't like it and don't like some of the content. I'm not quite familiar with it. I haven't downloaded it and played it. However, given the most recent trending topic, I have looked into the mod and there is some questionable content actually in the mod. And if you're not familiar with the most recent situation, the Fallout New Vegas Frontier mod has been taken down because one of the developers in the mod has actually been discovered to actually, I guess, make NSFW content involving minors. And just fair warning, in this video I won't be showing or getting into any like crazy too in-depth stuff. Obviously, talking about this kind of topic sucks. I hate that this is going on in the community and that this kind of crap exists in the world because it's disgusting and there's no excuse for it, obviously. However, the fact is I'm going to be reporting on this while trying to give you as much information on this as I can without actually going into any details. So don't worry if you're worried about like getting into too many details or anything. That's not going to be something you need to worry about. I'm going to keep it, I mean, realistically PG as I can, but I will be showing you everything there is in terms of the actual post from the developer in question that actually brought this whole situation to everyone's attention. And the situation goes even deeper because there's some evidence that has recently come up claiming that the developers, the entire development staff of the Frontier mod knew about this guy, knew about this person for the longest time, and just continue to have them on staff and turn a blind eye to the NSFW artwork or whatever you want to call it involving minors. But either way, we're going to break all this down in today's video. I'm going to show you the original posts and stuff. However, I don't want to give you like the links or anything to this because some of these links, I guess, are involve websites that have NSFW content, and I don't want to post those links in my description. I want to stay away from that as much as possible just because of the algorithm and because I don't want my video to just automatically get demonetized just because I'm talking about this. I want to approach this from a journalistic perspective and break down everything there is to know about the situation so that way you can walk away from this video knowing everything there is to know about the situation, like I just said. And of course, people who are familiar with my channel know I need to activate glasses mode in order to read anything too in-depth because I still haven't gotten my Karoshi implants. I don't know what's going on with Karoshi. I don't know if nomads hijacked my shipment or something, but either way. So first of all, this was the Fallout Frontier website when it was something that existed, and because of the situation, as you can see here, the mod was taken down from Nexus, and the Fallout New Vegas Frontier mod also has a Steam page, I believe. However, it's still not available up there for download, and I don't believe it ever was and probably won't be at any point in time soon, and it's hard to say if the mod will be put back up here or not. But let's get into their actual statement here. They say some deeply concerning news has emerged in the past few hours, and as you can see, this was posted on January 28th at 1:27 in the morning, so they were up late worrying about this. But I'll go on. They say some deeply concerning news has emerged in the past few hours. We have been recently notified that one of our developers, Zoo the Skunk, had posted animated pedophilic content on their personal artist accounts. The items in question are deeply disturbing to the entire team, which I'm sure they would be to most people, and we condemn them in the strongest sense. Zoo the Skunk has since been removed from the development team and banned off of our community Discord, we'll be conducting dialogue with members of the development team to hear about their thoughts regarding the current situation and help make our decision more informed. We have stopped production and work on the mod to address the current events properly. More measures will be undertaken and a more detailed address will be posted soon. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed both in the mod and outside of it belong solely to the authors who write them, and not to the mod's organization, community, or other group or individual. And I believe that this last statement is actually touching on some of the very strange content in this mod, which obviously all the developers were already aware of when this mod was released. They knew of the other weird content in this mod, so them saying that it's like not relevant of their own expressions or beliefs, it's like expressive of the actual beliefs of the individual mod authors, is kind of low-key dismissive and dumb in my opinion. You all worked together to make this mod. The mod is all of your work. If you knew a developer in your mod was making some kind of low-key questionable content in the mod itself, then you can't just ignore that and say your individual quest is the only thing that has to do with your work. If you all pitch in together, this mod is your entire work. And some people may disagree with my opinion on that, and I'm not saying that everyone who works on this mod believes the same thing as Zoo the Skunk. However, them acting like they kind of low-key didn't know about this content or just wanted to get a pass on this content being in this game in the first place is just kind of crappy in my opinion. Luckily, there isn't any content featuring anyone who is a minor in the actual mod, but the fact is, Zoo the Skunk, a developer on this mod, made animated and just other content featuring minors that was not safe for work on other websites where I guess people go to for that kind of stuff. And no, I have no idea what this stuff was. I don't want to know. I didn't look at it. I didn't dare to even look up where you can go to find this stuff because that's disgusting. I don't want to know. And I mean, the fact is they already said what it was, and the fact that it involves minors is disgusting enough. And animated or not, if you're interested in animated or like artistic representations of stuff involving minors, then you obviously would probably be interested in the real thing. That's disgusting. Both of it's disgusting, but there's no like gray area boundary here just because it's art. The thing is, it involves minors. It involves kids, people who are underage, and that's disgusting. So props for the mod team for removing this person. However, there is evidence that the developers knew about this person's interests and their side gig art for a long time and just turned a blind eye to it. We're gonna get to that in a second, but I want to show you like one of the actual posts that was brought up and circulated from Zoo the Skunk that is actual evidence that proves that this person makes this kind of content. And like I said, don't worry, it doesn't show or say anything here that's too over the top. And this is the Mr. Disgusting Time post. You can see this is from Zoo the Skunk, obviously, and I don't know what website this was posted on, I don't want to know, but Zoo the Skunk says, and apparently this was 7 years ago, so this person has been doing this for a long time, I guess. But Zoo the Skunk says, long story short, FA does not allow NSFW involving minors, which, duh, they shouldn't allow that, idiot. But he continues to say, I missed the information about it, like you need to be told that was not okay, and some mod decided to be very nice and delete my submissions 2 months before they were submitted, so I am forced to move to inkbunny.net. So now we all know what kind of stuff inkbunny.net allows. They allow grotesque stuff, or at least they allowed it 7 years ago. I don't know if they do now. I don't care. But anyway, he goes on to say, not only does it allow NSFW with minors, oh God, that's disgusting, even coming out of my mouth. Oh. But it also allows images bigger than 1280 pixels, a completely pointless limit, blah 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 blah. And that's from Zoo the Skunk. It's been linked to Zoo the Skunk, and I guess they don't deny it either, and the developers are aware of this. They know it's the developer, and that's why they have removed them from the project. They're temporarily, I guess, shutting down the mod and making it not available, and they're removing all dialogue and stuff that this developer has worked on. But like I said before, there is some evidence, or at least people are claiming, keep that in mind, there's nothing proving this, but people are claiming that these developers have known about this for some time, and if you tried to approach them with evidence about this, you'd be silenced and banned from their Discord. And on top of this, I kind of find it hard to believe that they didn't know this guy was doing this content, especially when he uses the same exact name as his Fallout Frontier developer name as he uses for his strange NSFW content. stuff. So that's, I mean, there's obvious, very obvious connections here. And it's kind of, I mean, obvious if you look into this guy at all. So if they did like more than 10 minutes, I'm sure if they just searched this guy, they may have been able to find him on these sites. I don't want to do that myself, but Zoo the Skunk sounds like a very unique username to where if he did have accounts anywhere, that it would be popped up in a search engine if you looked it up. Like I said, I don't want to look this person up myself. I don't want to see these things, but here's the evidence from one person of several people who are coming forward and claiming that the development staff of this Fallout Frontier mod knew about this person the entire time, and we're just trying to keep it low-key. Bear in mind, this is speculation. This isn't proven. This could just be people looking for clout or attention by making stuff up, but I don't know why they would do that, but this is the internet in 2021 now. People do that kind of stuff. But as you can see here, non-player Adipus whatever says, I tried over a year ago to warn the developers over at the Fallout Frontier team about Zoo, which means Zoo the Skunk, in their Discord server. But I got banned instead. Phobos, who I guess is a developer as well, asked for proof, and when I linked it, I got nuked for my troubles, meaning, I don't know, you got banned, I guess, and never let them tell you they didn't know. That's a big lie. They knew for a fact that at least a year ago, Zoo was a creeper and was making this kind of NSFW content involving underage people, and they actively covered it up, and now they're mad. They're saying, you got what you effing deserved, Phobos, and the mod was terrible. So there you have it. There's other people like this saying similar things, but keep in mind, this isn't proven yet, or at least their claims aren't proven. This could all be, at least, low-key, just some kind of attention-grabbing thing, but I don't know why they would be doing that. But in my opinion, it seems believable, because I don't know how they would know this person was making this content to begin with, and on top of that, they allow them to make some pretty strange crap in this mod, in this actual Frontier mod, which is in the mod, and if you have the mod, you can find it for yourself right now. And some of this mod involves you, I guess, being able to enslave a teenage girl and, like, force her to do anything for you to a strange degree, and like to kind of break her mind or something. And it's this really strange, like very oddly worded dialogue you have with her, and it like she's clearly being manipulated by you and is in distress and has some kind of mental issue or at least depression that you're taking advantage of, and it's just really disturbing to see. I'll show you some screen grabs of this real quick, and also on top of this, there I guess is some kind of lizard race that breeds with people, and I don't know if they capture people and breed with the people they capture, or if some people voluntarily breed with them, but there's some kind of interspecies furry style stuff in the mod. Also, oh, this is so cringe just to say. And then there's like even other weird, like just sexually oriented odd fetish kind of dialogue as well, and like used condoms you can find. So it's like, why is this stuff in this mod to begin with? The stuff I'm describing sounds like something you would find on like one of those weird like flash game sites where you play those kind of strange games for people who are into that stuff. But the thing is, like, this is a highly anticipated mod in the Fallout community, and this is content in the mod that all the developers knew were going to be part of this mod when it was pushed out, and there's evidence to suggest that they knew that this person was making this NSFW content involving minors as well. But the thing about them having knowledge of this person's side stuff is speculation. But either way, this is just a gigantic mess, and this is crazy. I guess this is evidence that if you're gonna make a mod that's like has the attention of the entire gaming community and a lot of hype, you should do a great job at investigating who your developers are, because this person, Zoo the Skunk, used the same exact name they use, like, in their actual Fallout development stuff over on these websites. So what the heck is that? But either way, that finishes up everything I want to talk about in today's video. It sucks I have to talk about this stuff, but I wanted to clear some of the misinformation I was seeing spreading around this, and I wanted to, like, clarify all the known information about this to date. Let me know what you think about all this down in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoy the content, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn notifications on. And if you want to help grow the channel and the community, be sure to share this video and the content, as the YouTube algorithm doesn't really help small channels grow, so I'll only really grow if you share the content and get more people aware of my channel. If you've been sharing the content, I greatly appreciate it. Keep doing what you're doing, and speaking of appreciation, huge shout out to these amazing people. If you want to get a future video shout out in every one of my videos from this point forward and get your name added to this list, you can support the channel over on Ko-fi, Patreon, or here on YouTube as an exclusive channel member. I'm sorry for saying I was going to update this before and I haven't. There's been a lot of news going down in Bethesda Town that I need to keep on track of, but I will update this tomorrow, I promise. But links for all that stuff and more are down in the description below, and as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when hopefully it wasn't obvious that my throat was completely dry during almost the entirety of me recording this video. I hope I don't have the diseases.
It just works.